Emos, this is Ainish on In My Opinion, and that's the fandom name that I've kept for all my fans who are religiously watching this entire segment. And In My Opinion is one place where I break down music videos for you. And today, specifically, I'm doing a very special episode because it's not a music video, but an entire music album that I am breaking down for you, and that is Louis Tomlinson's album, which is How Did I Get Here? Well, LT3 is finally here, and I am obsessed with it, which is why I'm breaking it down for you right now. Okay, I just want to start by bragging about the fact that before the entire world could listen to this album, I was one of the first people to hear so. And thanks to LTHQ, that is the official fan account of Louis Tomlinson, because they organized listening parties for fans all across the world. And I specifically got to hear this album with the Louis of India. Now, specifically, this fandom and community is very close to my heart because last year, around this same time, we had Louis Tomlinson in our office standing right here where I am. And it was one of the most iconic moments of my life. Well, he was in a very candid chat with our main man, Mr. Rishi K, and I have to tell you that as a directioner who was standing this man for 15 years of my life, this will come close to the day I get married. So yes, whoever my partner is, all the best to you. Louis Tomlinson has my heart forever and ever. And this particular album, which is How Did I Get Here, specifically also is very close to my heart because it kind of enunciates all the journey that I have had as a person. Now, starting with the first track on the album, which is Lemonade, I've already broken down this music video for you, and you have to go and check it in my Opinion playlist. And it's a very summer vibe, and this entire feel and look of this album is also very summer vibey because Louis specifically wrote this album along the beaches of Costa Rica. The second track on this album is On Fire, and it also gives me a little bit of deja vu from One Direction song, which is Fireproof. It's very light, it's very breezy, and it also speaks about how monotonous life can get, and there is one person that enters your life and sets it on fire, literally. The next track on the album is Sunflowers. Oh my god, guys, you have to go and listen to this track, specifically because I actually got a tattoo about it on my arm right here. And I have to tell you, this track is one of those tracks which is sultry, but also it has a very deeper meaning behind it. There's one line which is, hoping we are not too broken to escape. I feel that it resonates with a lot of people who have a lot of struggle in life, and Louis actually does not have it very easy, right? And all of us know that Louis didn't have it easy, right? He was raised by a single mom. He lost his mom at a very young age. He lost his sister at a very young age, and very recently he lost Liam Payne, who was one of his best friends. So yes, this track actually talks about his journey as a person. Okay, so the next track on the album is Lazy, and as the title itself suggests, it's a very lazy and a Sunday afternoon kind of a vibe. The next track after Lazy is Palaces, and I have to tell you that as a fandom, we are very crazy, okay? The minute Louis got a Palaces tattoo, I was one of the first people to find out and tell the entire world about it. And I think Palaces is one of those tracks which often plays on our radio station as well, so you have to tune in and listen to this track. It's very pop, it's very vibey, and also this track speaks about the relationship that Louis shares with all his fans across the world. After which we have Broken Bones, and I feel it's a very funny track just because the number of times Louis has actually broken his bones, and it's a very poppy vibe, again very summerish, something that you should definitely add to your playlist. Okay, coming to the next track, we have Dark to Light, and I have to tell you that when I heard this track for the first time at the listening party, I actually cried. And it's for the very fact that this track has been written for Liam Payne. There is this one line in the music which says that don't go anywhere I can't follow. And if you've lost someone close in your life, you would actually resonate with this track a lot. Also, the very fact that Liam Payne actually had a tattoo which says where dark meets light, and Louis actually writing a track about this song. You have to go and listen to it. And after which we have another track which is called as Imposter. My very good friend Tanya actually started a dance trend which a lot of people across the world have been following. Imposter is like the kind of feeling that you have in places that you don't want to actually be. And then we have Jump the Gun and Sanity, which needs a lot of honorable mentions. One particular time in life, I was actually playing my Spotify on shuffle. I had Dark to Light, which played first, followed by Jump the Gun, and it was such a transition. I have a perfect meme for it, and it kind of speaks about how you have a lot of transitions in your daily life as well.
Everything's meant to be broken. I'm very easily influenced by music.
The last track, which is my absolute favorite, which is Lucid. It has a very, a very nostalgic hit to it. The track actually starts with a line which is PVC Mongolia, and I was like, why is Louis even writing tracks like this? But then when you actually hit the bridge of the song, you will start getting goosebumps. And I just want to talk about Louis' journey as an artist. We have seen him from X Factor days to actually headlining stadiums. We had his first ever Lollapalooza performance, which happened. Right now he's going on his another tour, and hopefully he will be adding India dates to it very, very soon. A lot of fans have been speaking about this particular album, so I'm going to read out a few of my favorite comments out for you. Okay, so the first comment reads, how did I get here? You got here because of years of hard work, because you're incredibly talented, because you truly embody everything that's right in life, and because you deserve it. And I feel a lot of people have a parasocial relationship with Louis at this point of time. Even I'm one of it. I can totally resonate with this comment. The second one is, this is the first time I'm feeling something in days. I've been so depressed and can't explain how this album hugged me. And the last comment is, this album is literally a roller coaster. It's so fun and emotional. I love it and I'm so proud of you. If I have to give a taste profile for this particular music album, I have to tell you that it's like an apple pie with cinnamon, because it does have a little bit of spice, but few of the tracks will actually break you down. And I think it has been a very busy year for all the directionals across the world. We had Harry Styles, who released an album. We have Zayn Malik, who will be releasing an album very soon, which is Kona Kool. Super excited for that because it has a lot of southern Carnatic vibes to it. And lastly, we have Nile, who will be releasing a track which is Dinner Party, which is dedicated to his girlfriend, that is Amelia. Super busy year for directioners, and I'm so excited for the year which is coming up ahead. Which is your favorite track from this particular music album? You let me know in the comment section below. And in my next episode of In My Opinion, I will be talking about Alex Warren and his new music video of Fever Dream, because I am literally having a fever dream after watching it. So this is Ainish signing off. Bye-bye and miss you, Liam. Bye.
One world, your station.